You're live.
We're live. Yeah, we're live.
No. Mm-hmm.
Clock's ticking on top. Let's see if we come up on YouTube. Nope, don't see it.
Still see a Camaro, a car.
Yeah. We come up on YouTube. Nope, don't see it.
Still see a Camaro. Now we're live.
Yeah. Okay. Well, it's not on the TV. What happened?
Now we're live.
Okay. Well, it's not on the TV. What happened?
Well, welcome to a special edition of the Tom Noble show. We're broadcasting from the game room tonight. Merry Christmas to all.
Merry Christmas. I can't seem to get this going. I don't know
We're
what's
going.
wrong.
We're moving. We're live.
Well, I'm talking to TV over there. Let me turn this.
Well, go on and talk to TV. As long as TV doesn't talk back.
No, well, no, it's the TV. I got it figured to YouTube, and I'm on my channel, but it's not showing the live video. I wonder if I go out.
Take your time. You're on YouTube though. You're live.
Okay, I wonder if I go back out.
Let's go to the comments. Anybody in the comments? Let me put the link in. Links in.
Yep. So there. So I'm trying to go out and come back in and see.
Okay, your notification came out.
I did that early this morning. So when did you get that? Did you get it this morning?
I don't remember when. First time I got on the computer, it was there.
Okay.
But
all right.
Your notification went out, so you're good on that end of it.
Now, I sent it to Hazy and to Dizzy, and I sent it to Jimmy C, and to you, and to T-Dub, and to Pat, and to Captain Jerk.
Let me send a link to my brother. He might want to hop on.
I think I got it. Hang on. Okay, it's loading. Come on. Come on, you can do it. I have faith. No, I wanted to load it up on the big screen in case I start walking around shooting pool, that I could sit there and glance and see the screen and see what everybody's saying.
Well, take your time, Dom, because there's nobody on the screen yet.
And is there anybody in the chat?
Nobody's in the chat.
Gemma's in there.
Well, she just popped in then, because I'm sending my brother an email. I told him to go ahead and hop on the show. No, I want YouTube.
Okay.
I want that. Don't want that. Close that out.
See, and I didn't even bring a cooler up here.
Well, Merry Christmas, Gemma.
Merry Christmas, Gemma. With
cheers. I got something for a special occasion.
Oh, there you go.
It's a little bit out of budget. It's like 4 of these are like $11. It's like,
yeah,
I can't. It's not something I can treat myself to every day. But this is 11% alcohol, so a couple of these will get you.
They'll get you flying. Okay, what's going on with this? You've been loading for the last 10 minutes.
Hey, let's get the comments bigger for the blind guy here. Let's see here. Merry Christmas, Gemma. Thank you.
Thank you, Gemma.
We gotta get some participation here. Where are all these people?
I don't know. I'm still loading up on the big screen. So. I can't figure this out. Okay, well, anyway, well, it's the Camaro is back down on all four tires. We have adjusted the suspension out. It sits beautiful. You ask why I didn't do a video. Video adjusting coilover shocks is about as entertaining as watching somebody eat ice cream on the strip in 115 degrees. So.
Okay, Jim, thanks. We had a quick, well, I did. It wasn't quick. I had some steaks and potatoes that I put on at about noon. We had dinner about, as in me and myself and I ate at about 2:00. And that was Christmas. And oddly enough, we had a very great candlelight service last night, which was all virtual, but it brought the Christmas spirit. I haven't had the Christmas spirit here this year until our pianist started to play Silent Night. And it's like, okay, it's Christmas.
Yeah. We went to old Air Force buddy and his wife's house last night for Christmas Eve. And we didn't stay very long. We walked in with masks on. We've been exchanging gifts ever since day one with Richard and his family. We exchanged gifts, said our Merry Christmases. No hugging was allowed. Who's ringing the doorbell?
Well, we may have someone that can come on the show. I thought the link was in the chat, but it's not.
Hang on, David. I'll be right back.
All right.
Huh? Oh, yeah. All right. Have fun. It's the neighbor. Okay.
Well, we already have 3 likes. I'm looking for where it says how many are watching.
Yeah. Okay.
You make the screen big like this, and it spreads everything out. Let's see here. I'm going through all this. Show more? No, I don't want to see more. Zoom back out. Okay, 3 watching. So that's me and Tom and Gemma, I believe. But we have 4 likes. So somebody was here before we were here.
Okay. Well, I haven't hit a like, but yeah. So I'm still trying to play with the big screen.
So we've had 2 people lurking.
Pat sat there and came by earlier, and I thought we had this all set up. But apparently not. I'll be darned, I'm going to try this again. There goes Joanne. She's the neighbor next door that brought the Christmas gifts over.
Wonderful.
Okay. Hit that. There. Did that. I need a bigger TV with a better processor. Takes too much time loading. Okay, I didn't ask for this. So, hey, we got dead air. Nobody's talking.
Are you on Hangouts, Tom?
Yeah.
Okay. You sent Jimmy C and Hazy on.
Uh, I did Hazy and you Dizzy on Hangouts, and everybody else was with the email that I sent you.
I'm gonna send one to Jimmy C. He might not have his email up.
Okay, I'm trying this again. And then if I don't get it, I'm going to give up and wait until Pat gets here, because apparently I'm doing something wrong. It's over my pay grade. And so, yeah, so if you want to see what I'm doing here, let me turn the camera. So if you want to see what I'm doing there, see the big screen here? I'm trying to get that.
I'm in Hangouts right now sending messages.
Loading. Okay, you load.
I'll send Shandog a message.
Now, what are you taking me to? Now we got the BBC. I don't want the BBC. I want you to... Okay.
David Johnson, we don't know him. He's from the Small Engine Nation.
Oh, who's there? There he is.
What up?
Hey, Jimmy, what's going on?
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. So what's happening?
Well, nothing special. Hey, Gemma. Recouping from last night.
I didn't stay last night because then we had stuff to do, Christmas Eve things, and so I knew you were hitting the bottle. I saw that.
Pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's only I don't know if you can see the screen right now, but there's basically only a little
Breezy.
taste.
Breezy's Bike Shop.
Okay,
Didn't make it, Jimmy. I couldn't stay up. We had a bad storm last night.
Oh, it's all good, man. It's all good.
We didn't have anything. We're clear and sunny and in the upper 50s right now.
Well, we had had a nor'easter, but it was clear and in the 30s today.
We was almost into 60s today. Almost all our snow is gone.
You got to be kidding me.
No. I mean, even the snow piles are almost gone.
Damn.
Yeah, because it was warm and rainy all day, and you know what that does to snow.
Yeah. Hey, Breezy's Bike Shop. What's going on? So yeah, I figured we'd be up here in the game room today. Didn't feel like wrenching on the car. Did enough of that during the week.
Mm-hmm.
Got to take at least one day off.
Right.
Yeah. Tomorrow we'll be cleaning it up and vacuuming. It's back down on all four tires, Jimmy, and the suspension's all adjusted out. It looks really good. I'll take a video and pop it up later on today or tomorrow morning.
Yeah, I definitely owe you some watch time. I've been over for a little bit.
Well, the last 30 some odd days with the spring change, I wet sanded the whole car down again with 1,000, 1,500 and 2,000 grit.
Wow.
And then I rebuffed the whole car with compound number 1, 2, and 3, and then waxed it.
Wow.
Plus then adjusted the suspension out. And that was it.
Very nice. So,
yeah, she's back down on all four. I took her around the block.
So she's driving. Took her around the block. Be ready New Year's.
If I get everything done tomorrow that I want to get done, I'll probably go drive it and sit there and see Kenny Rotterfiles on Sunday at that one car show behind the Dairy Queen.
If you do that, I would be so, and it's Sunday too, because I won't go to church on Sunday, so I can see it.
But that's the plan. I already asked Kenny if they're still meeting, and he said yeah.
Up with you later in the week because I'll have to cancel church because it's at the same time we have church.
Oh, well, David, it'll be today's Friday, tomorrow's Saturday. It'll be Sunday, this Sunday coming up.
Oh, yeah, I thought you meant New Year's Sunday.
No,
Tomorrow.
this Sunday coming up.
I may just stay home then and watch that.
It all depends upon the weather and everything else here, so we'll see. Because you
what's
remember,
the Las Vegas weather forecast here.
yeah. So we have no heater in the car, and we have no windows in the car. So if I do make it, that's what I plan on doing, is heading out there. So, well, I'm going to give up on this TV. It just keeps saying it's loading.
Never mind the top of my head. This is you're supposed to have a high of 59 degrees and partly cloudy on Sunday.
Good.
Let's see what your low is going to be, because you'll be out there in the low in the morning.
Yeah. Any wind?
8 miles per hour.
Ah, that's low. Okay.
That's high for here. Let's see. Looking for humidity, precipitation 0%. That's no surprise for your place. With Las Vegas weather forecast. Okay, you have a low of 36, Tom, on Sunday. And again, partly cloudy, 0 precipitation, winds out 8 miles per hour.
Okay.
And that's according to the Weather Channel. I don't know which one you follow.
I do the Weather Channel.
Breezy Bike Shop.
If I'm going to be watching and waiting for seeing what the weather's going to be, I do the Weather Channel.
So it's snowing where Breezy is. Lucky you, White Christmas. We didn't get one this year. It wasn't cold enough.
I talked to my brother in Haynesville, Illinois. He's about 45 minutes outside of Milwaukee, Wisconsin. So that's how northern Illinois he is. And he is actually closer to the Wisconsin line than he is to Chicago. He's about 75 miles northwest of Chicago. And they have no snow. He said, this morning when I talked to him, he says, nope, no snow. Don't plan on getting any.
That is just weird.
Yeah, especially for that
north.
Especially for that for that area.
Yeah.
I heard Minnesota got hammered though the other day.
Yeah.
So, but all that 18 plus inches that you got, Jimmy, is all gone.
Yeah, I was watching Harvey Spooner. He put 2 videos up today, which are really good. You might want to watch the one he put up today about, well, if you find an ATV under your Christmas tree. I kind of like that imagery because I'm trying to imagine how I would get an ATV out of here. I'd have to take one of the wheels off of it. That or turn it up on its side and drag it out. That would be funny to watch. No, it's worth taking a watch. It's just his channel name's just Harvey Spooner. No dots or dashes or anything. He's in New York. It looked like he had about an inch of snow last night.
Oh man. Okay.
He's in the Hudson Valley, wherever that is. I think he's about 2 hours out of the city.
Okay. Well, all right. That's cool. So we'll see. Yeah, I am looking out the window and here. You guys want to see what the weather is? Don't mind the shaky cam, guys. That's Mount Charleston that way. If you can see the mountains, I can't tell you what you're looking at.
No, I see nothing. That's your yard.
No, actually, it's
Or
across.
actually your neighbor's yard now because you were now.
Yeah, so that's the weather.
That was the same as it was here. Calm and sunny and cold.
Yep. Oh, okay. Well, I'm going to give up on trying to load it up on the big screen. It's just locked up.
I'll be right back.
So, how late did you stay on last night, Jimmy?
Jimmy,
Uh,
is he frozen?
no, we can't hear him.
Oh, sorry about that. Didn't realize I had the mic off. It was a
Oh.
5.5 hour show. I didn't. Wow, Breezy probably never even heard me say that's a freaking. Yeah, we got no snow coming here, man. Not until next Thursday. But
You had your mic on then.
oh, okay. Why did I shut it off? I don't know.
When did you come on last night? Because I come out here about 10:30.
Yeah, it was late. It was late. Yeah, 10:30. It was, yeah, like 11:30 over here. Yeah.
Okay, I just couldn't make it. I just couldn't.
Yeah, and I did.
I was asleep by 11.
Dude, I dropped so many invites, dude. I don't think I've invited so many people to the stream.
Well, I went on
Right.
Hangouts to see if you invited me, and I didn't. Maybe you did. It was late. I don't remember.
Yeah.
Well, actually, this is going to be next Thursday on your show is going to be kind of cool because it's going to be New Year's Eve.
Uh-huh.
So I'm looking.
I'm going to take a nap that day, so I know I'll be awake New Year's Eve, and I have champagne.
Yeah.
So we can do a toast.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, if you get everybody from each time zone on there, you can watch New Year's several times. Then.
Right. Oh, that's right.
Just so you know, I've actually done that. Last year and the year before, we at least the year before, I remember ringing in the year in it was either 5 or 6 different time zones.
Mm-hmm.
So we were we tore it up pretty good.
Yeah. Start with hazy days and then work your way to the states and then across the states. And
well, I think the last year I think we started in Germany.
Damn.
Yeah.
So you had to start at like 6 o'clock in the evening and work your way back.
Yeah.
Well, you'd have to work over to Tom, and that would be at 3 o'clock our time. So that would be a 9-hour live stream there.
We ended up the first year I did it. It was like 12 hours. We just partied and partied and partied.
Damn.
It was awesome.
Okay.
That's kind of what got me hooked on YouTube streaming was being part of that first one. And oh yeah.
Yeah. And let's see, the max you can put on Zoom is what, 10?
If you pay for
yeah. Back that time, that one it was we were using Hangouts then, so yeah, it was 10.
Okay. Damn. All right. Well, I'm looking forward to that. So.
Yeah, it was a blast. I'll send you an invite to like the first one I see, because we don't even know the guy that the Redneck Connection, Ken.
Yeah.
All right. Well, he the past couple of years he's been the one that wrangled it all together, and this year he's kind of dropped the ball because he had so much other stuff going on. So we don't know how it's going to turn out this year, but
okay.
we're just going to wing it.
We have Tartessa in the chat. Merry Christmas and Happy
Merry
New
Christmas and Happy New Year. Yeah, I'm looking forward to that, Jimmy. I will definitely be there for that one. Last night I came and then I said I'll be right back, and then the wife sat there and said, "Well, you need to help me here, and I need to get this done, and I need this over here, and then I need this stuff over here."
No worries, Tom. No worries. I understand.
No worries.
First.
No worries.
Family first, YouTube later, man. There's no grudges held or anything like that, man, because I understand it. I've been pulled away from here myself several times. So,
yeah. And so she's sleeping right now, so that's why I can do my live show. Plus I got up this morning and made baked 2 batches of chocolate chip cookies for her. So she better be happy.
The house still smell like them?
Hmm?
The house still smell like the cookies?
Yep.
There you go.
I don't dare to go out in the garage and smoke anything. I'll probably come back in here with a case of the munchies and just eat them all up. That would be my luck.
Right.
Doing that. Yeah.
I think I smoked just about all my pot last night.
Okay. I got some for Christmas.
Well, I put an order and it didn't make it in time
Yeah.
because it's still not here. All right, that'll pack the bowl once with that. Anyways.
Okay. But yeah, so let's see. And then New Year's Day, Friday, I will do my live show, but it's not going to, I don't know how long I'm going to be on because that's prime rib day.
Prime rib.
Yep. I always do prime rib. It's
On Fridays? Really?
no, on New Year's Day dinner.
Oh, okay.
No, he doesn't do prime rib every Friday.
Oh,
Why not?
the last name's Noble, not Gates.
Come on, man.
Yeah. So the years prior, I smoked it for almost 10 hours out on the smoker.
Uh-huh.
This year, I want the whole house to have the aroma of prime rib cooking, so it's being cooked in the oven. I want to be able to smell that all
Day long?
all day long. I don't want my neighbors to smell shit.
That's fun too, though. Twisting up the neighbors, making them fucking smell the good eats.
Oh yeah, I did two 15-pound prime rib briskets one year on that smoker, and that's about the max that smoker is going to be able to take.
Yeah.
And I was driving the neighbors nuts. On either Joanne's on the right, on the left side of me, and the couple on the right side. They kept looking. What are you cooking? And I said, I'm smoking brisket. Yeah. And then I says, then I'll cut the flat off, and then we'll cut it up and then do burnt ends.
Yeah.
And so yeah, the people behind me can't do anything because the subdivision starts high and every lot steps down as it goes to the back of the subdivision. So if you climb the cinder block wall that's behind me and you look down, it's like a 12-foot drop down to their grade because that's how low they are from me.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, so that's next Friday. So and I will be doing a live show whether we stay for the full 2 hours. Look at we got somebody. Come on. There we go.
You gotta get better working them buttons, bro.
Merry
I know.
Christmas,
Merry Christmas.
Captain Jerk.
Fat fingers.
He's still alive. I told them you were still alive.
Hey there, Tom. Thanks for having me up. Dave,
Not a problem.
doing fellas? Oh,
Good to see you, my brother.
Okay.
Hope all is well.
Oh, and Merry Frifmith to all.
Merry Christmas.
And to all.
And to all a good night.
Not good night yet, but 2 of these.
Okay.
Okay, I come on here and then he disappears. What do I?
Well, you know Tom, man. He's
He's
everywhere.
been disappearing all night. Just
Hey,
never mind.
I got a headset. I walk around.
Oh,
Right.
oh, well, la di da, Mr. Fancy Pants.
Right?
Fight me, Cap.
He doesn't even know that the end of the pool table is kind of like the limits of that thing.
See, that's where I was walking to. I got the
That's
big
where
screen,
the big screen is.
and I was trying to get YouTube on here, but it got part of it, and it still says it's loading. So, screw it.
I just
No,
told
You need a better router.
Now I'll turn to here, and we'll sit back down. Yeah, this is the game room up here. We got a sit-down asteroids machine We got a video poker machine. We got darts that are over there, and then the pool table.
I
That's
haven't
right.
got around to freaking like thanking you, Jim, but thank you for the nice Christmas present you gave me.
Hey, dude, you know,
That was
just wanted to let you know you weren't forgotten, brother.
well. That's very nice of you. I appreciate that.
You know,
Anyway,
I hope you were able to get something for Crystal with it.
well, yeah, we got a couple of things, you know, for Crystal and everything. You know, I even got something for myself. You know,
Mhm.
freaking my aunt was very generous this year.
Nice.
She gave us a little bit of money, so we were able to go and freaking, you know, do some cool stuff with that. My
Well,
grandmother actually freaking gave us a gift card, and
Mm.
that instantly vaporized. You know how those things are.
oh yeah, I understand, dude. But you know, just say thank YouTube, man, because I got paid surprisingly more than I was anticipating this month. So
Cool.
and it was timely because I got paid, and let's just say it was easy to send you a little something, dude.
Well, thanks, man.
Mhm.
There,
All right,
I moved the camera so I'm not in shadows anymore.
Now that I do have some Christmas money, I can actually send stuff to other people. I had none of my own money to be able to freaking like, you know, send anybody anything, even Christmas cards or anything. We handmade Christmas cards and sent them to a friend of ours just a couple of days ago.
Very nice, though. That's those.
What's-
I like those better. You know, especially like if you're an artistic and you could draw on them. And, you know,
These look
with
like
some pretty
10-year-olds.
writing.
These look
Yeah.
like 10-year-olds drew them because, you know,
It doesn't matter.
It-
You know,
In one year,
I-
our church, let me tell you a story about our church. One year,
Okay.
there was a time we had a Sunday school class that was considered the youth class. Now, this was for children like age 4 to 12 or something like that. Well, can you imagine 4 adults sitting around one of these low tables with these little chairs that you find in your first grade class? And we all made Christmas. It was meant for the youth to do it, but we did it. We colored in Christmas cards and we sent them out to the people that were like shut-ins and the people that couldn't come to church or whatever. So we did that one year for Christmas and we mailed them out and we said it was from the youth class. And the youngest person in our class was 42 years old. So that's the
Okay.
story.
Let's see. Hold on. I got something I want to show you guys. Hang on.
well, that's what
But
had
we
me
have
all
people
torn up
in-
last night.
What?
In my church that are in their 90s, you know. So.
The Dragon's Milk.
The package out there, but I only just remember that there's no.
No. There's no package delivery today. Only Santa.
Yep.
Yep. That's it. Just Santa, and he's supposed to. He should be done by now.
Oh, sure. Yeah, sure.
Cap, did you see my get up last night?
No.
Jimmy, you really look good in that as far as playing Santa. I got to admit, you did. So
Thank
did
you.
playing it go good?
Oh man, I did it for Lisa's kids because they were a little upset like 2 weeks ago when they went to get pictures with Santa and they
Yeah.
couldn't get near him. You know, he's behind a plastic billboard and whatnot. I mean,
the hell?
plexiglass, you know. And
I just thought of that. What do they do about Santa visits?
well, that's what they did. They kneeled in front of him, in front of a plexiglass screen, and
Yeah.
freaking it looks like they're with Santa, but you know he's set back, you know, and
Yeah.
they were
Yeah.
a little upset about that. So it tugged at me a little bit, and you know, I mentioned it on a stream. And Lisa was like, "Yeah, she'd love to do it." And then I went and fucking. I wish I had have bought the suit when I first thought about it because, you know, I could have got a cheaper suit. But I had it. But you know, I didn't. So when I went to order it, I ended up having to buy, you know, a much more expensive suit. And as I'm ordering it, because I'm ordering it while I'm on my stream, right, or whatever stream it was. WTF Mike fucking stepped up and paid for like more than half of it.
Hey, I gotta
Oh,
tell
right.
you, fellas,
Yeah.
this
Yeah.
is the one and only year in history where we're certain that the only pee in Santa's pants came from him.
Yeah, what the fuck not?
Well, yeah.
Nicely put, Captain. Nicely put.
Yeah.
So
And I also know now that I don't need to wear the pants.
oh,
I had them on just in case I had to get up, but once I was done with the kids, they were gone. You know,
yeah. Okay.
that in the belt.
I thought about lost my internet there.
I could see the belt, especially the buckle
Yeah, you know, the worst
carving
part
into
was,
your belly.
the worst part was the pants that I got didn't have a tie string; they were just rubber band, and they were made. You know, they're made to have way more room in them than what you really need, so you can wear a lot of clothing underneath them.
Yeah.
They didn't want to stay on my ass.
Well, see, they're probably made for like if you stand out in front of, if it wasn't COVID and you stood out in front of a shopping center where
Yeah,
you were,
yeah, they're
you were somewhere where it was really cold.
yeah, exactly. They're meant so you can layer. They're built so you can layer up underneath them. You know,
Yeah.
so it was not easy to keep them on my fucking ass.
Buckets O Skulls.
Bucket O
Bucket
There
skull.
you go.
Is that a new kids game?
It's like the barrel of monkeys.
Like
Barrel of
It's just the
monkeys?
fact of- it's
Bucket
just
of
the fact
skulls?
life at this point. These are all for painting. These are all lined up to be
colored.
painted. However, people want to paint them or whatever. These are just
Now-
blanks.
Now, what are those made out of, Cap? Same resin type stuff?
This is Quickset. It's a
Quickset.
Quickset resin. It sets up in like a few minutes.
No
It'll
shit.
it'll harden, and you can pop it out of the mold in like 20 minutes.
No shit.
Damn.
They look pretty good.
Instead of 20 hours,
Yeah,
it comes out in 20 minutes.
yeah.
So what size are they? About
The
the
same
size of
size as your shifter knob.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what it
So what
looked
are you
like.
what are you asking for them?
These ones,
How much a piece? So I can pass it on.
these ones are real simple, and they have a lot of filler in them. So I'm saying like anywhere for like depending on how many people want to buy. You want to buy one, $10. If you want to buy a bunch, like 3 or more, 5 each.
Okay.
5 each, adding up to if you're buying 3, that'll be 15. Or
What?
you
You should just start at 10 and then you go from there. You want
Yeah.
you want another one that's $5 more.
Yeah.
Don't screw yourself, dude.
I'm just-
Seriously, man. They're worth more than you think. I know they're hard to sell, but they're worth more
You're
than
underselling yourself.
Yeah. But yeah.
And then I got this stately fella here. He'll
There
talk.
you go.
Oh, I could have fun with
Yeah.
a servo.
I could put
Oh,
an electric
dude.
motor in that.
I
make
can
it
have
like
with a servo. All you need
remotely
is
controlled.
Yep.
a remote controlled servo. You can have fun
You
with
know,
that.
You could put that on the back of the Camaro and you're in traffic and people will see that and they would just
Mhm.
I cannot
no,
sell
no.
this to anybody. I can't. I can't
Why?
sell this to anybody.
Because it's not right yet.
Well, because I screwed up when I was carving it.
Ah,
You see how you
Yeah.
can see right through it?
Yeah.
Well, I have to carve out the back of this piece right here and make it so that I can
Yeah.
put a pin all the way through so that it'll stay on there and it'll be a flappy piece.
okay.
Um,
So
and
it's
then I
not,
have
put
to
a pin.
hold on. Then I have to make a mold of this part
Yeah.
and this part separately.
Yeah.
So that I can freaking meet the two and
Yeah.
then drive and then drill and drive a pin through
yeah.
so that this can freaking be the flappy piece. If that's even going to happen right now, this is just a prototype.
Yeah, well,
Yep.
you need a slot for the armature of your motor. comes through.
Work on it,
So
man.
If on my
It's just-
end, I could grind it down and work on
It's
it.
just a freaking prototype right now.
Yeah.
It's not anything that I'm even freaking able to freaking like
We-
offer.
Yeah.
Maybe we can
Yeah.
collaborate on it.
No, but
It's
David,
just an experiment.
David, for the back of the car, as soon as I figure out what size I want Cap to make me a skull, and we're going to put LED red lights in the eyeballs, and we're going to use it for a third brake light.
That, and you can make every time you hit the brake, the jaw would go down. The thing will
The
smile
next-
at the people and they'd
Tom, I
freak
wish you-
out. Every time you hit some brakes, it's freaking skull.
The next type of resin I'm buying, though, I'm not buying this. I'm not buying this stuff next time.
Yeah.
I'm gonna buy the clear stuff. Hold on, I gotta check my food.
Okay.
But in the
Jimmy,
car,
what did you
it'd
say?
probably be better.
Put me up on the thingy.
Okay.
Good timing.
Did you see this?
Holy, oh, that's
Still
awesome.
in all.
Starving.
Let's do it.
That
Cat
is
made that.
awesome.
And all the dishes are washed.
And so, what does it look like when you light it up?
It looks like a brake light, dude. It just glows red, dude.
Can you
I
distinguish
I
the
wish I
skull
had
on
a
it?
12-volt battery in here to light it up.
Oh, that's a bike. It's for a bike.
Yeah. This was on a 70s Honda. And
Oh,
all I
okay.
did,
But that's
It's-
going on the chopper now, right?
yeah,
Well,
they
look,
will
it
be.
looks like it's.
But all I did was send Cap this original lens, and he
Uh-huh.
made a copy of it. And
I-
this is his first one. This is still prototype, but you know, that's what he's working on, man.
Daggone, I got a 12-volt power supply right here. We could just plug it in.
Well, if I
It's
Well,
already-
there.
You need it
Pass
off
the
a
cord,
long
David.
extension cord.
David, you guys are right next to each other on the chat. Passing the cord.
Well, I'll just plug it in and push the
Yeah,
cord through the computer.
Yeah.
Just drop it
Okay.
down.
Yeah.
Yeah, he
Yeah,
was- Cap,
I
wasn't,
thought. Go ahead, Jimmy.
Cap wasn't as happy with this as I am because the resin didn't harden up like it's supposed to. So
Yeah.
it's a little squishy, you know.
Mhm.
But I like that because you can bump it and not break it, you know.
The other thing you
like
do
it.
You know,
Yeah.
you know the one with the jaw. I would love to do that with a servo and then a voice recorder on it. So you push a button and the jaw would flap down and go like this.
Yeah,
talk and
like
go,
check off.
fuck you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck
You know,
jerk.
you're a dick. You know,
Uh-huh.
that type of thing.
To make it light up, you could just string 8 D-cell batteries together. You get 12 volts.
Uh-huh. Oh,
Yeah.
it'd probably light up on 6 just to get a glow out
Well,
of it.
yeah, I have a 6-volt
Wanna-
battery, so I could easily get 6-volt power supply. Yeah, it'll light up a little bit. You can see it.
I don't know.
Didn't quite work out.
I ain't got nothing in here to play with though, so
I don't think my TV's got a lot of memory. It's still loading up.
I just unplug it. Unplug.
it's not a very smart TV.
It's a smart TV, but I don't think
just
it's
not
got.
very smart.
It's not very smart because I think it needs more memory.
You probably need a better router.
The router I got is outstanding. So I don't. It's an Apple
All right.
router.
I believe
So-
you.
And we're upstairs, and I'm hardwired to the Ethernet through the laptop. So
And
when
the
I had
TV
when I had the house built over here in the corner
Yeah,
where the dartboard was the boys' computer desk, and
yeah. But is the TV hardwired to the internet or your
Wi-Fi.
yeah, that's why
Yeah.
Wi-Fi sucks.
Yeah, Wi-Fi sucks. I changed my name? My Wi-Fi sucks. And let's see, T-Dub is at my sister's house in Grapevine.
Down the table.
And let's see, and Pat is on his way home, so he had to go visit his in-laws. Oh, in case anybody didn't know, Patrick got married on December 13th, Sunday.
Oh, congrats.
Oh, well, congratulations. I didn't know that.
So there's it news. It's high school. I couldn't say high school sweetheart. She didn't. They met in auto shop. She didn't want anything to do with him, and
Yeah, because she knew better then.
yeah.
Those are usually the best relationships, the ones that come back later.
When you've known each other for a long time.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you actually know each other and you know what you're getting into
Mhm.
But if
before
they
you
got
get
together,
married.
then they would have had problems. They wouldn't have worked
Uh-huh.
out. So.
That's why that's truly why I believe the wife and I have lasted as long as we have, because we knew each other 13 years before we hooked up. You know,
Let's see. I met Nancy at a New Year's Eve party in 1971, and she didn't want anything to do with me. And it took me 3 tries, and she finally started going out with me.
That sounds like my parents' story. They met at a Christmas party with their company. They work for a chemical company, and my dad asked her if she wanted to dance, and she declined. So she declined a second time, and then the third time, my dad said, "You have such pretty eyes," and my mother stood up and danced with my dad, and that was history. They got like a year later, they got married, and that was the end. And they were married 50 years when my dad passed. So
We she wouldn't go. She didn't want to go out with me, and then I kept asking her, and I says, "You want to go out?" And I go, "I got tickets to the Bill Cosby dinner show at the Hilton." And she, "Nah, okay. You want to go out?" I got dinner ticket. Nah, and these were all dinner shows. They weren't the after-hour shows where they get really
where people get sloshed.
Well, they get drunk and it's nudity and everything else. I was trying to be a little cool about this. So then I just finally sat there and I said, "Okay, here you go, girl. 3 strikes, you're out." I said, "You want to go to the drive-in, go see a movie?" "Yeah, sure." I couldn't figure that one out. Over dinner show
safe in the car with Kool-Aid
on the strip and everything else, the whole 9 yards, and then she settles for the drive-in.
She had to play a little hard to get and make you earn it. You know, that same thing with the wife, man. The first time I asked her out, she pretty much just laughed in my face and said no. You know,
yeah,
you're like, "You're crazy. I ain't going out with you." Well, you know, I don't think I really bothered her too much from then, but I did get, I got to know her through life because, she was part of my life anyways, because we were, connected to the same people. So we always saw each other,
Yeah.
Yeah.
And when you look back on it, you think, well, what was the harm anyway? Somebody asked you out. Why don't you just go out?
Well, she'll tell you, I was an asshole back then.
Yeah. I'm not saying anything personal about you, but that happens a lot. They don't get out till the second or third try.
Well, you got to think back in the early 70s. Okay, you had the really big bell bottoms on. Okay, and I had a pair of blue jeans that were blue and white striped, but they weren't striped going up and down. They were striped like prison clothes going down. And these were really big, baggy bells. And I had those on, and it was at the New Year's Eve party, and she didn't like my pants. That's why she said no.
You looked like a prisoner. She didn't want to be seen with a prisoner.
And he still has those pants to this day, but he can't.
No. The first thing she did, Cap, when she got the pants, was threw them away. The first thing when we got married, she goes, "Where are those pants?"
They're gone. They got
lost. We got company here in the house.
That's funny.
I'm old enough to remember the bell bottoms.
My boonie hat, the wife has tried to throw out so many times. She gave up finally, but I've taken it out of the trash a few times.
It should be. I downloaded today. Pat's here.
Ah, well, hello, Pat.
Hey, Pat.
Hey, Pat. Merry Christmas, Pat.
Was that the one that just got married?
Yeah.
Congrats.
Tom.
Hold it. We're on headphones. Here.
Oh, okay.
I'm not the only one that confuses.
What's going on, guys?
Nothing much. Good to see you. Merry Christmas. Congrats on the
congratulations.
The wedding there.
Let me look in the chat. See if anybody's in the chat.
Much appreciated.
Hey, watch your ass now. You forget that anniversary. Your goose is cooked.
We'll remind you.
Exactly.
Remember, all you got to do for a happy marriage is remember what's hers is hers and what's yours is hers.
Exactly.
All right.
And your anniversary is going to fall on Friday sometime.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be a good anniversary, Friday the 13th. Yeah, that was one of the things that when we made the day, we are like, oh, I guess we're gonna have an anniversary on a great day. So
Yeah, don't forget it.
Let's
You'll
see.
be in the doghouse now. You better have a garage or a shed or a tent out in your
Well,
back.
yeah, I'm thinking you got to
Yeah.
plan safe things for those days.
this is true. So all
You're
right,
gonna know the couch.
mhm.
And
So I
believe
might have
me, I
to.
have experience. I know. I've been in the doghouse.
Well, thankfully I got a good one here too, so she's relatively easy
Oh,
going.
she fell madly in love with me. She didn't think that I could do any wrong when we first got
Oh,
married.
Jesus.
But yeah, I wish the
You
best.
proved her wrong.
Thank you
I
guys.
think
I
it's common in every marriage. It's a marriage thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna give the headset back to my dad because I got to figure out what's wrong with this TV real quick,
All
guys.
right. He needs a bigger hammer.
You
No.
always wonder why there was freaking beds in the back of the freaking strip club. They're not for sex. They're for homeless men that get kicked out by their wives.
Exactly. That's exactly true, and especially here in Vegas, they're open all night here. So
Uh-huh.
Yeah, back seat of the car, anything.
exactly. Thank you guys. I appreciate it.
All right. Later.
Later.
Hey, that thing needs to be
Bye-bye.
hardwired, by the way. Get it off the freaking Wi-Fi.
Okay, he's playing with
Well,
it.
we'll find out. We'll find out the problem. We'll figure out what's wrong with it.
If you pay for Wi-Fi, you should be able to get Wi-Fi.
Yeah,
Or-
but sometimes you're just better off not dealing with it.
I don't have Wi-Fi. I'm one of the few weirdos in the world.
That was it right
that
there,
have
live.
Wi-Fi.
Who's dinging?
Everything's Ethernet. It's
Oh no, I'm gonna lose. The batteries are dying on the headphones.
Uh-huh.
Oh, I thought you were saying you were losing it, Tom. Well, I was
Yeah,
wondering.
they are.
ding, ding. Plug them in.
Yeah, hold on, wait. We're just gonna shut these off, and we'll go back to the old. Hang on.
Okay.
And that, my friend, is why I don't use wireless. Because
It'd be
I
like,
do too much. I do too
Beam
much
machine
streaming.
and have the space shuttle headphones on with the white
Yeah.
wire coming directly out of the computer, freak you out.
Uh-huh.
I almost sent him an extension cable for his headphones. I really did. I was going to put one in the mail to him. If I had his address, I would have done that.
Muted. Okay. All right. We're back on the camera mic now. I got
There you
the headset. So
Time to give that TV a Brogan adjustment.
yeah.
I'm feeling kind of warm from the alcohol.
Oh, man.
This thing has a hole in it, by the way.
Oh,
Hey,
dude, I
David, you get your money back on that bottle. It's got a hole in
Hey,
it.
Shandor,
I-
how you doing?
I'm going to rush right up to Publix right now and exchange it.
The
Yeah,
link to
we
the
should,
chat, I think.
had 4 of those last night, and fucking one of them even just disappeared. I can't find the empty. Well, I know I
You gotta
drank.
be kidding me.
No, I
How
only
many-
got 3 empties.
How lit did you get last night, Jimmy?
Huh?
How lit did you get last night?
Well,
He's here right now. It couldn't have been that bad.
yeah. Well, trust me, I was pretty wrapped up. I mean, I only did a 5.5 hour stream, so I was pretty lit.
Okay.
You know, but and I probably drank about a quarter of this bottle or more. There's only a sip left in it. So
Damn. So
Yeah.
what do I got? What do I got left? I got a little left of Jose.
oh yeah.
But then I got another full bottle in the fridge downstairs, so we can party.
Shane Dog, how you doing, man? I hope you had a good Christmas. We did.
Hope everybody had a good Christmas. It was good here. It was just me and Nancy. I made chocolate chip cookies.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, playing Santa for the first time in my life was fun.
Yeah, did Doris video it?
No.
Jimmy, she should have.
I'm all over YouTube, man. There's a live stream of it. 5.5 hours, dude. What more do you want?
Oh, there's a live stream of it?
Well, the private, I did a private live stream with the girls, with the young kids, and I meant to record it, but I don't think I pressed the button because I can't find the recording of it. So
I can relate.
yeah. So
Oh, let me turn this camera. Yeah. Okay.
I'm used to drinking beer that has like 4%. This is like 3 beers in one bottle.
Oh, David, try drinking those and not thinking that, 11%, that's nothing. And
No,
then,
the first time I had those,
and
I
then
got
chase it with shots of tequila and see where you end up.
I'd be in a bed.
Uh.
I'd be in the bed or on the floor. I've been drunk enough a couple of times, I would be in the bed there, and it's like, I don't know how people deal with how people's bodies, I guess they deal with alcohol differently, but mine, it'll come in waves. And I would just feel my body metabolizing alcohol. Just try to predict the wave's gonna come. And you wouldn't be able to go to sleep. No way to go to sleep.
Yeah.
Here comes another wave, and you could just feel the ethanol, evaporating in your blood.
There's 3 types of alcoholics. There's the beer drinkers who prefer to sleep in their beds. There's the ones that drink beer and liquor that prefer to sleep on the couch. And then there's ones that drink just liquor that prefer to sleep on the floor.
Well, my liquor, now I've only can count on one hand how many times I've been drunk enough to where I was so drunk that I couldn't go to sleep. Because I was afraid I was going to.
I've never been so drunk. I've never been so drunk that I'm afraid to go to sleep. I've been so drunk that I've been afraid to lay down.
Well, no, one time I laid down on the bed and had one foot on the floor to keep the room from spinning.
Yeah, and this,
There wasn't.
Here's one for you. I was home on leave. This is before I got married, and I was home on leave one day, a week. I think it was a weekend. I came up for weekend from Texas, and my dad's, and we're sitting there watching TV, and I'm talking to my dad in the TV room, and that was right adjacent off the stairs going upstairs to the bedroom. And all of a sudden we hear the back door open up, and we hear kitchen chairs rustling around, and my dad slaps me in the chest. He says, "Watch this. This is worth its weight in gold." So it's my brother Jerry coming in, and he's blitzed, and he'll go up the stairs. He goes up 4 steps, comes back down 2, goes up 3, comes back down. It took him 20 minutes to climb 18 steps.
I've given up and just crawled. In fact, I remember once looking at the staircase and just fucking laid down on it.
Yep. Just curl up right at the bottom of the stairs.
Yeah, well, I did that. I got up halfway up the stairs, sat there, and said, "I ain't getting it up to the top." And I was crawling up the stairs, and I was drunk, puked. And my dad sat there, and he says, "Well, not only am I getting your ass up early to cut the grass tomorrow, but guess what? You're going to sit there and shampoo the stairs." And so, sure as shit, 7 o'clock came, he dragging my ass out of bed. Johnny 5.
Johnny 5, come on.
What? Oh,
Christmas.
Look at this cool guy.
To you guys.
Merry Christmas, Johnny.
Okay, Johnny.
Happy Boxing Day to Johnny 5.
And happy Christmas, Johnny.
Is it
Good to see you,
is it Boxing Day there in the
Boxing
UK?
Day.
Not yet. 30 minutes. 30 minutes.
Oh, did I miss it by 30 minutes? Let's see, 5:30, 6:30.
Right, quick test. Can you hear me?
It's a 5-hour change.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Time change.
I can hear you.
Right, this is my new headset. Look, all lights up.
yeah, I figured.
And these are police. These are police glasses.
Oh,
Uh,
Oh, I'm busted now. I better not drink too much. I'm glad I'm not driving.
I thought I worked with him. Merry Christmas to you all, anyway.
very
Merry
nice.
Christmas, Johnny.
Got his
I'll be right back.
glasses on.
Guys, I'll be right back.
They call them
Yeah, good idea.
goalies over here in the hood.
Middle at night, I'm wearing sunglasses.
So were you policeman at one time, Johnny Five?
No, it's the make of the glasses.
Oh, okay.
Me, a policeman.
Well, heck, I don't know.
I don't even like the police.
A lot of people have a past, you know. I thought maybe you were a policeman at one time.
I've had a few issues with them. Only when I was younger, though.
Fortunately,
Yeah, I may have had
my issues with the police have always been friendly issues.
Johnny,
I've always been
weren't-
on the,
just because you weren't a
right
policeman
side of
doesn't
the
mean you weren't a
table.
bully.
Mhm.
West
been on
Side.
the right side of the law.
I say Yorkshire, and West Side now. It's on West Side.
Network.
Oh,
Oh, yeah, there you go.
oh yeah.
Yeah, they're like, oh, look. Change colour now.
It's network. So
They're really light. Can't even tell
Well,
you.
John, Tom's not here to present you. We have to squint.
Well, I'm here.
Present Johnny Five.
All right, we'll see if I can get this done without.
Too bad StreamYard doesn't have a alternate host or whatever.
I don't know
Yeah.
how to present. Let's see.
So I wonder if Gemma is still here.
Well, let's go. Well, you're looking at the chat, aren't you?
You basically just hover over a picture and go solo view, I believe is what it says.
Solo layout.
Shanda.
There we go.
Ah,
Tom's put the link in. Merry Christmas, everyone.
So what is that little emblem there? What is that?
it looks like a dodge.
It's a snake.
Is it a viper?
Yeah.
Shandog will be
Yeah,
right
change
back.
colour.
Be right back. That's how we say it down here.
They're really lightweight. You can't even tell you got them on.
Stop presenting.
Sure.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Oh, okay. I got the Weather Channel page up. Who wants to know what their weather is?
There we go.
Look at that. You're learning.
I am. I'm only used to seeing it from the other side.
Our weather was terrible yesterday. It was raining and howling and just fussing and carrying on and
West
smashing
Coast,
against the freaking place, dude. It's
It
great.
was that way here too, all the way down here.
We're supposed to be
Oh,
getting
no.
80 mile an hour winds.
Weather was remember yesterday, Crystal?
Huh?
You remember yesterday the weather?
Yeah, it was bad here too. I mean, the wind was
Weather
howling, it was raining. It's
Crazy, right?
Yeah.
I couldn't tell you what it did yesterday. I got up and became Santa Claus.
Yesterday was nutso weather, dude. It was just insane. Last night too.
nor'easter.
Yeah,
Wow.
for sure. For sure it was.
I don't think Tom has any of those.
Without the snow?
Yeah, the only problem with them ones are not prescription.
I don't think they get many nor'easters in Las Vegas. They might.
We don't get any.
These are prescription. I can see better in there.
I wish I could
These-
make your screen bigger, Johnny Five. They're good looking shades there. Good looking.
These are air pilot ones.
The aviators.
Yeah, the brown tint.
Yeah.
These are my sunglasses. They're prescription.
And the double hinged, if you look, the hinge goes both ways.
Yeah.
Hard to break them.
Yeah. Well, these are my
That's for people with fat heads.
cool glasses.
Yeah. I don't have a fat head though, really, do I?
It's so dark I can't see
Well.
anything. You know, these are my shades.
Come on, Jimmy, spit it out before the year's out. What's the problem with my face?
Wait a minute, my eyes are adjusting now. I can see.
I didn't say anything, man. But guys like Hazy, you know, they get that big head. And, you know, so
Oh,
they
yeah,
need glasses.
I kind of got a fat head too.
I've got this highly adjusted, so.
These are prescription, mind you. These are my
Oh,
sunglasses.
I got my model kits. I'll show you. Hang on.
Oh, yeah. You got all kinds of shit. You know what I got? 2 candy canes.
You know what I got that I really needed, that I really appreciate, is a new
Oh.
wallet.
And I got
I
2 of
needed
these.
a wallet.
I
My
got two of
wallet's
these.
worn out.
I got 2 of these neck gaiters too, and that's it.
Well, you know, this thing where your ID goes, you can't even see through it anymore. It's all faded. Look at all these slots. I don't know where. I'm not going to use all of this slot.
I love slots.
There's money in it. They usually put
You
something.
know what I love is the
Yeah.
smell of a new leather wallet in your freaking pocket for, quite a while.
I got the big boy locomotive kit.
Oh, you got a Revell model. Cool.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
And
I used to just when I went to the store when I was a kid. A lot of the time, I would just go in there and just like randomly pick one and just build it.
Yeah.
I go to
Whatever
the
looks cool.
I'd like look for the price that I could afford and be like,
they're only about just over £20 each.
that one.
They're just over £20 each. So the level 4 ones.
Yeah. I did a lot of models. You know what?
I did when I was younger.
You know what was fun about making models though? Is smashing them later.
Jimmy.
Well, I'll tell you this: we used to put firecrackers in and shit in them.
Jimmy.
Rockets to them and freaking have rocket cars and shit.
Right. And run them over with Tonka trucks, fucking,
Yeah.
freaking whatever, dirt bike.
But
cool.
it was even more fun building model planes and putting freaking bottle
nice.
rockets on them. Put them under the
Yeah.
wing.
That's
and then-
nice, that, David.
Yeah, dude.
Thank you.
Sweet.
I don't have a real one, so I thought I'd get a toy Mustang so I can pretend. I mean, a Beetle. I like Mustangs too.
I've got a red one. I've got a red Beetle.
I've got some of these now. Hang on.
Well, I don't have room for a Beetle. I'd have a Beetle if I had room to put it.
For a model.
I mean, Harvey Spooner was joking about an ATV in my living room. I think an ATV would take up half of my living room. You should see me trying to get that thing out of here.
Yeah.
I have to take one of the wheels off of it to get it out the door.
No, you just.
I've got these.
Well, the one he was showing had 3 wheels on it, so I could.
I've had these a few years now, and they're still in boxes.
The hottest part is getting the handlebars through the door.
Oh, okay. Well, it's easy to take the handlebars off so you can get it through the door.
Still in boxes.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. But can you imagine waking up in the morning and walking in your living room, and all of a sudden there's a big old machine in the middle of it?
Yeah.
Hey, if your wife did it, that's all the better,
Hey
Well,
Johnny,
if your wife
you
figured out
Do it.
you could test your modeling skills by taking one of those trucks and making a rat rod out of it.
Look at that one.
Uh,
Got a little crane on it.
Oh wow, cool.
Well, you know those
Oh,
women
it
are
says
smarter
tarmac
than
on
men
it.
in a lot of
What?
ways.
Tarmac.
Oh yeah, cool.
in other words, it's meant to be on an
Steam truck.
airport.
That's a
An
steam
airport
truck, Johnny.
Yeah. Cool. I like that.
Well, the Tarmac, that's a old steam truck company.
Look, Walker's Crisps. Walker's Crisps,
Are you
man.
sure?
Ah,
Uh-huh.
that'd be Lay's over here.
And then
So what are you, hoard?
Coronation of the Queen Elizabeth II.
What are you, got a hoard of freaking model trucks? Oh, yeah.
Yeah, why not?
I've had them years. I've just kept them in boxes.
Those are die-cast, right?
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, they're all metal ones. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm back.
I understand the value of keeping them in the box.
Tom, present Johnny 5. He was showing some stuff.
Right.
Well, I'll show you my model kits first. Now you can see them properly.
Yeah.
It's a pretty decent sized model. Not bad.
Oh,
It's,
That's a good size.
Yeah, that's no fun.
1/87 scale.
Oh,
it's 47 centimeters long now, and then
Ooh.
See the internet.
1/72 scale. Damn busters, huh?
yeah, I thought it'd be cool to do that one.
Lancaster B3.
Yeah, but them cars, there's the cars. Look, tarmac truck.
Oh yeah.
all right.
I suppose if my grandson saw, I made one of them.
Hey, Johnny, Johnny, are you familiar with a UK YouTuber called Double Boost?
Nope.
He,
I'll check him out.
Yeah.
he drives a tarmac once in a while. It's kind of crazy. Those are crazy, crazy trucks, man.
Yeah, Merry Christmas, Tom.
Hey, Merry Christmas, Johnny. Hey, you're building an American locomotive. Look what the kit I just opened up.
Hey, look at that. Yeah, that's good.
I used to mess around with this all the time.
So
Dave,
I'm
how
building I'm building a UK fighter or bomber from World War II, and you're building a locomotive from World War II, an American locomotive from World War II.
And then a British Lancaster B3.
What do you got? Let's see. Oh,
Yeah,
all right.
that's
Oh, the Dam Busters. Okay.
Yeah, bouncing bomber.
a British bomber.
Well, I've built that little desk behind me here so I can just sit here and do it. This is our winter now, so.
Sure.
Okay. Well, let me take you down.
Yes, Merry Christmas, Gaffa.
Johnny Five for Prime Minister.
Oh, Gaffa's in the chat.
Gaffer, you.
Not anymore, really. I like using the one I would use. The one I just used was that one.
I'm not used to having a microphone.
Gaffa, you're in Australia.
We're trying to get the speed load, but it's not.
So it's already Boxing Day where you are.
In 15 minutes, it's Boxing Day here.
Do down there. I'll do it.
Just pop the hand in.
Well, it's been Boxing Day there for a while there, David.
Well, it's 6:42. Oh, yeah, midnight.
2 hours.
No, wait a minute. Are you 6
Oh,
hours?
1 hour and 55 minutes.
7, 5. Yeah.
It's 8 in the morning over there.
12.
There we go. Okay, I'm back.
Midnight in the UK yet. We still got
It's
about
8 in the
another
morning in Australia.
16 minutes. Yeah.
I've had family over, so it's been okay.
It's not the first time and it won't be.
Hey, guess what? I had a Syrian round for dinner. That was different.
Well, I had a steak and a twice baked potato for dinner.
No, a Syrian, as in a guy.
Yeah, I did
Muslim-
say I
Muslim guy.
translated that. Yes.
A guy.
Very polite. Very.
Oh,
I stuck to turkey and beef. I thought I better not get the pork out.
okay.
Well, there's
So-
plenty of food left over. So if
So
anybody,
you,
Well, we're just-
did you do the traditional bacon wrapped ham for him?
No. I've got another bacon wrapped turkey for tomorrow.
oh, now that sounds good.
Very polite and very respectful guy.
Very good. Bacon wrapped turkey.
Cool.
I like bacon wrapped meatloaf myself.
I've never had meatloaf.
Well, that's a British.
You never had
You
meatloaf?
never had meatloaf?
Really?
You never had meatloaf? Ah, come on, Johnny Five.
Johnny, we'll have to fix that. If I
We'll
could
have-
ever come
we'll have
over-
to send you some
Hold
meatloaf.
on, hold on. Johnny,
I know
Have you
you
ever
have
had-
all the stuff there.
have
to
you
do
ever
it.
had a Salisbury steak?
No.
Okay, well, Salisbury steak is essentially a meatloaf in gravy. So
Have you ever had a meatball?
Yeah.
Their meatloaf, they were just making it made into balls.
Yeah, they're just smaller.
Right.
Just take it, just like
So, yes, I have, Tom.
just take like 2 pounds of meatballs and put them together in one big thing, and you have meatloaf.
Yeah.
Cool.
more or less.
What I do is take a pound of beef, about half a pound of ground
I
sausage,
wonder if I unplug this and you plug this into the
You
TV.
got Wi-Fi on that?
and then you got to have some kind of a binder.
Those things go.
Use crackers. You could just crumble up a bunch of crackers and put an egg
It's
in
not
it.
a binder, that's a filler.
Mix it all up, and then you put it in the oven.
Yeah, a couple of eggs. You know,
That's a meatloaf. Put a little
That's level 5 skill.
kind of saucy.
Cheez-Its. Cheez-Its or Doritos are good for filler.
We might
I've heard of
be
people
connection,
using corn
guys.
flakes.
All right.
Cheez-Its work real nicely.
Yeah, I'm not fucking with that. Wait till you're done with the show. We'll worry about it later.
I prefer just good old fashioned Italian
Hey,
breadcrumbs.
You're gonna lose connection. See?
Everybody,
I mean, whatever you
lost
have.
connection.
I mean,
Yeah,
if you
plug
have
it
some
back in.
crackers, if you
We'll
have
try
some
this
bread
another
crumbs,
time.
if you had some,
okay.
I gotta go help Robin hang some stuff, and then I'll be back.
We there? Are we back?
Yeah.
He never left. Now you're gone.
We disconnected the Ethernet cable on the.
Well, no, we were always here.
Now I'm gone.
You never went anywhere.
Yeah, you were never. Now you're here.
Oh.
I got to help on some stuff and should be able to hop on the live again a little bit.
All right, Pat will be up in a little bit. Taking a long drive home.
5 houses down.
5 houses down.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
wait,
now you're
oh,
lagging
wait.
a little.
I don't know what that means. My sister sent that to me.
All breath.
She said breathe.
What?
She
Okay.
said breathe. That's all it says. Breathe.
Oh, breathe.
That's
A
It's a
brother.
ball
It says
jar.
brother.
It's a ball
says brother.
mason
It's a
jar.
ball. It's a
Breathe.
ball mason jar.
And
It
breathe.
says
The
breathe
flowers.
next to it.
So in other words, enjoy it. You know, smell the
Enjoy
roses.
life. This was another
Smell
one.
smell the flowers. You know.
Now, if I pronounce that breath, it would be ball breath.
Right.
There's a hole. I need a new shot glass. There's a hole in the bottom of this one.
Well, I think the E is what makes it breathe instead
I was
of.
drinking till
Oh,
2
it's
a.m.
breathe
last
like
night,
that.
so not tonight. Not today.
Yes.
Like, you know.
Yes,
So if it
Tom.
didn't have the E on it, it would be a
Tom
breath.
froze.
Yeah.
That's another reason to wear glasses.
I don't know what it has to do with the mason jar. I'm going to have to
It's
ask
the flowers, man. Breathe. Relax.
flowers.
I have a ball mason jar on my freaking counter right
Right.
now. It's holding all my spoons.
I got one in my freezer. It's to put my beer in. Like, who was that?
Like a mug. Uh-huh.
Like you Dizzy did. Made a beer mug out of it.
Okay.
Okay.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
I'm going to go before too
Tool
long.
and mason jar.
Good to see you again, Cap, anyway.
Well, I was gonna say he.
All right, didn't give me a belt of a week. It's been a mad few weeks here, mate. Crackers. She broke up minute she broke up from school. She had to shut up.
I'll be right back.
All right.
All right. We'll be here.
We're not going
Yeah.
anywhere.
I got
At
about
least for another hour or so.
I got a few minutes and then I'm gone. Because I got other stuff I got to
Okay.
do with my day.
I was starting to say stuff for the wife, but you're not married. So.
No, but there is such a thing as a honey-do list, even though you're not married.
Right. And it's probably a longer list because you're not
No.
married.
Actually, I'm the one that makes the honey-do list in this
So
house.
you're living.
At least when you're married, you can put it off for a while because.
Yeah,
So, I
regardless
gotta
of, if you're living with a woman, you're going to be. You got a honey-do list.
I
That
just
I
do
know.
it anyway. There's always something to do.
Well, I try to.
Forget
I
about
try
it.
to anticipate the honey-do list and do stuff prior before she asks me.
It doesn't work.
Yeah, it's
Sometimes
a
that
bit
works.
quiet.
Sometimes I get.
Bit of a quieter life then.
You can predict it. Huh?
You see the bottom here? See, this is the side.
Hold on. Let me present you, Cap. There you go.
This is the skull that I was carving on. This is the freaking this is the bottom view. And as you notice, there's some blues and some greens there. The reason that there's blues and greens in this is because I used a lot of filler to make this. I was going for quantity as well as, freaking like as well as the quality, I wanted to stretch the freaking resin and be able to make more pieces, and the quality is undeniable. This thing's hard as a rock. Here's a nice big piece of steel, and here's the skull.
That's about as hard as my head is.
That is one big nut, Captain.
There's no marks on it.
What was that?
It's perfectly sound.
What was that movie Fast Times at Ridgemont? No, that movie Fast Times at Ridgemont High, to where Spicoli took his Vans and sat there and banged it up, and I'm so fucked up, stoned, and banging his head with the Vans shoe.
Where did
thought that
where
was
did you
funny.
get that? What's that nut off, Captain Jerk?
I don't know. I don't know.
Massive.
I have no idea.
Could have been off a crane or all that, couldn't it? That's a big piece.
I don't know, buddy. I don't know. All I do know is that it makes a good anvil.
Oh yeah, definitely.
That's the anvil that I use to make coin rings.
Actually, I
I
envy that. I've never seen.
don't
one.
make coin rings here anymore, but I know how. So yeah, I'm gonna go.
All right.
Catch you later, mate.
Merry Christmas, Cat.
Jim's not even here.
I'll tell him.
All right. Merry Christmas. Thanks for
Merry
coming
Christmas,
up.
everybody.
See you
Thanks for
later.
having me up, Tom.
Not a
Good night,
problem.
Johnny.
Anytime. Thanks for coming up.
Good night, David and Jimmy, wherever you are. Have a good night, bud. Merry Christmas. And Merry Christmas to everybody in the freaking chat, if there is anybody. And a happy Hanukkah and all that happy horse shit.
Shandog says Merry Christmas.
Yeah,
Hi,
Shandog's not coming up online here for some reason.
Okay.
And
Gaffa.
Shandog said he'd be right back. So
Well, the link's in there.
I figured we'd see Hazy because I tried calling him earlier in the week because I got his box all packaged up and I want to talk to him before I send it. So
Yeah, wait. It's midnight there now.
yeah,
Getting close
So-
to it anyway.
I'll have to try probably sometime during the week.
I'm surprised I'm still awake because it's been a long day.
I wasn't awake at that time last night. I
Keenan
tried.
woke me up at 7:30.
But next week I'm gonna
I'll
be
probably
awake. Because of New
I'll be
Year's.
dead probably in about 5 hours. I'll be passed out somewhere.
So it would be 3:00 a.m. where you are, Tom.
Yeah.
When we have New Year's here. No, I mean only 9:00.
But yeah, like we're only going on 4 o'clock here.
Right.
Come on up, Shandog.
Keenan and Tracy have fallen asleep on the sofa.
Yeah, how many times do we have to ask? 3 times. Third time's a
The
charm.
water is warm in this pool. Yeah. Holy smokes, this thing's still around.
Jimmy C's got a nice warm fire going here in the fireplace. I got an ugly, dingy apartment that might change in about a month or so.
So look at that, Tom.
Huh?
Is that one
This is an F4 I built a long time ago. I call it the gunslinger because I put 3 20 millimeter Gatling, built them from scratch and put them on there. But an F4 would never fly with 20 millimeter Gatling guns on it. If they fired them all at once, it'd stop the plane. But this is a balsa wood model.
The plane would go backwards.
Yeah, this
That
is
is cool.
a balsa wood model I did. If you
That's cool,
if you look really close on the bottom, you could sit there and see it. And it's
I used to do the boat model kits when I was a kid, and I thought, well, winter's coming, I'll have a go at doing it again. So I've got more time to do it now. So.
Tom, this is the ultimate stupid question.
Captain's gone now. He said, "Night, night, Jimmy. Merry Christmas."
Yo,
The ultimate stupid thing.
Anthony!
to ask somebody.
links in the chat. Come on up.
This is the ultimate stupid thing to ask somebody who was in the Air Force. Can an airplane fly backwards?
Fly backwards? No, not that I know of. Taxi
Oh,
backwards?
okay.
Yeah.
Well, that answered the question. I never knew.
Yeah. Well, you want to hear a war story from Takli, Thailand? I'll tell you. We were I was at Transit. I worked Transit Alert, and Transit Alert is if any other aircraft came into the base that wasn't stationed on the base, we would take care of it in our area. And the cargo planes, other fighter planes looking for fuel, a few other things, but it was all Transit Alert. So we were responsible. Right next to our shack was the CIA's Air America shack. And so they take off every morning with their electronics bird, which was a C-130. But it pulled into the revetment. So to back out, it had to reverse props and to back the airplane out. Well, there's a young lieutenant there sitting there, standing in the front of the revetment, waving bye to the captain and everything else. And they're telling him, get out of the way, get out of the way. And he's standing there waving, and I'm sitting in the truck just looking at him going, Jesus, this guy's in. And I couldn't get out of the truck to go tell him. And he's standing there, and finally the pilot sat there and said, screw this. He threw that thing in full reverse and started backing that plane up. That lieutenant lifted up about 2 feet off the ground and went back into the revetment wall, slammed, and just was plastered there until the 130 got out. The C-130 got out. That, to me, was totally stupid and irresponsibility on the pilot. The pilot should have sat there and sent the loadmaster out.
He should have shut it down or something, tried to stop
Well,
it.
he could. Well, then again,
I know he couldn't, but I mean, he tried.
then again, it's the CIA in America. Think about it.
Yeah, but that guy never did that again.
No, that's one of those things.
No. After he got out of the hospital, he stayed away from the flight line for a while.
Did he have a concussion?
I don't know if he had a concussion, but I heard a couple of broken ribs.
The least, maybe a broken skull.
But yeah. But yeah, planes can back up. I don't know any plane that can fly back.
Well, no, I meant in the air. I mean, I know they can back up on the ground, but not in the air.
A helicopter can back up. I don't know an aircraft can back up, because how are you going to generate lift over the wings?
Well, you know, I had the oddest. Listen to this. I had the oddest dream one night. I don't know where this came from. I dreamed that UDizzy built a helicopter, and you could do those kits. I mean, they're expensive, but you could do it if you wanted to. Yeah. And I was at his shop in the dream, and he was telling me how to fly this helicopter. And he said, "Well, look down at the seat, you know." And I thought, well, what's down in the seat? What do I got to worry about? And there's this little cylindrical shape down in the seat. Well, you know, I don't know anything about helicopter. And then I go on YouTube and I kind of research it, and then you can buy a kit. The cylindrical thing down there is what they call the something.
The gyroscope?
It's supposed to make the helicopter lift up, and it has the throttle on it. And then you have the circulator, which is a handle that you hold in front of you that will make it go forwards or backwards. And you can make a helicopter go sideways if you want to. But I can't believe that.
I'm going to jump out
But I was talking to you,
All right, Johnny. We'll see you later.
Good chat to you all.
A helicopter.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Later, Johnny. Merry Christmas. Catch you later.
I'm knackered, mate. I'm like that.
UDizzy could do that. He's smart enough to do that.
Yeah, out of lawnmower parts.
Well, you know, I didn't know what this thing. What do they call that thing? The accumulator, which is down to your left, and it's like the throttle control on a helicopter.
Yeah, the handle twist, and then you pull up to sit there and put more pitch in the blade.
Yeah, the accumulator. And in a dream, you know, I had never seen what the inside of a helicopter looks like, never been on one. Now, how would you dream something that you have never seen in your life? And
because
then
you've seen movies.
Maybe it was in the movies.
I rode in a Huey once, and that was good enough for me. Because if you want to sit there and talk to your partner, you're going to be sitting there bouncing all over the place because of those blades sitting there like this.
Yeah, well, that's one thing I noticed about some of these YouTubes of it. Watch, they vibrate you to death. It looks like.
I mean, the blades on top. You got to think about it. But yeah, it was. I did it actually here at Nellis in Las Vegas. We're going up to the test range, and we jumped in a Huey, and that was my first time in a Huey. Put the headset on and everything else, and strapped in, and there was another helicopter. It's called Pedro that had its blades fixed like this, and that was worse. And Air Sea Rescue used to use that a lot during NAM. So, but yeah. Riding in the helicopter, you better be prepared. You're going to get vibrated because of that blade. Yeah.
Well, I'm right next to it. I'm 3 minutes away from a hospital driving. They have a helicopter that goes over about once an hour to that hospital. And praise the Lord, I haven't heard the helicopter at all day, so nobody's gotten hurt. Nobody's needed to be helicopter lifted to the hospital all day, and that's that's a real blessing, because I always say a little prayer.
You know what that means? Is everyone's actually staying home and being good this year.
Everybody's being good this year. Nobody's having to go to the hospital right now on a helicopter.
You know, I live here. I watch the 11 o'clock news. News is on from 11 to 11:30 here. So I watch 11 o'clock news. I go to bed, everything else. And I still haven't heard what's going to happen on the Strip this New Year's. Whether they're going to open it up or what's going to happen.
Well, they don't know. They don't know because everything's so fucked up. They don't know.
Look at this. Here we go. Here he is, live and in person. Anthony.
Voice of Louisiana.
Man, you let that asshole in here, I'm out. See.
The voice of the best fried chicken in the world and the best shrimp.
See, that'd be Leonard's Food Corner on Highway 14 in Lake Charles, Louisiana.
I'm on the way. I'll make that a stop on my next journey.
Yeah.
You know, at my job, you know, I'm just thinking.
Well, hey, but the good news is, Dave, if you come anytime after all the bullshit's over, it'd be a brand new building because they had to rebuild like the rest of Lake Charles because that hurricane wiped it out.
Well, you know, before we lost our contracts with the veterans, we did make a lot of veterans in Louisiana happy because they got glasses because of us.
Yeah.
But we're going to get that contract back. We call it the Alabama contract, but they serve Louisiana, part of South Carolina, part of Tennessee. And
I tell you what,
and
I hate to say this, but being with all the rebuilding going on, you know, with the hurricanes, besides what little locals they could find that would actually work, most of our people have been out of Tennessee.
Oh, and yeah, Tennessee.
I don't know what it is about Tennessee, but you know they call it the voluntary state for a reason.
Well, there are a lot of people live in Tennessee. That's what it is.
Well, no, but I'm just saying, of all the states, they're most willing to go somewhere and help people.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. I mean, there's Tennessee plates all through here, man. It's crazy.
Well, they're your neighbor, or they're our neighbor.
Gee, just like California plates all through Southern Nevada.
Yeah.
It's like New York plates here.
Hey, you ought to see the groves of them moving from California to Texas.
Yeah. Well, that's what T-Dub was telling me. Anthony, that's what T-Dub was telling me. He sat there and he said, I woke up one morning, drove to work, and I thought I was back in Vegas. And I go, why? And he says, for the number of California plates I saw.
Yeah.
And he says, it's ongoing. It's still coming.
Yeah, but it's gotten so thick here, owners have put signs outside the store that says leave California, in California.
Yep.
We ought to put leave New York and New York signs up.
Yeah.
I think maybe I'll put one out in front of my building. And I mean, my building's empty right now. Nobody lives in here but except one person.
Yeah.
If I put a sign out and said, leave New York and New York, because I know that's what they want to move in here, people in New York. And it's like, they would freak out. They would, and they would know who put the sign out there. But it was like, what is it?
It falls on the same saying as what happens in Las Vegas stays in Las Vegas.
Yeah, what happens in New York stays in New York.
See, I even brought a cooler up to the game room to sit there and.
Yeah, I've seen that.
Well, you know,
I heard that.
About 10 feet, about 20 feet away, though.
Hold on, I'll be right back.
It's stocked. The refrigerator is stocked.
Yeah.
They even bought the dragon's milk for this special occasion.
There you go.
So,
Yeah, it took forever. It took forever for
Christmas
my
Eve.
friends to get them a mini
so
fridge.
what are you going to be drinking on Jimmy C's New Year's Eve bash?
I'm gonna drink champagne.
Oh, okay.
I'm on a toast.
I'm thinking
I'm gonna
Mark.
take a nap, so
I'm
I know I'll
thinking.
be awake.
I'm thinking double shot margaritas for the night myself.
Ooh, there you go.
Well,
There you
I
go.
had somebody take me to the liquor store to get the ingredients, but yeah, I could have margaritas.
But yeah, so I don't know. We gave up on the big screen. We got to kind of figure that maybe my smart TV, as Jimmy puts it, ain't so smart.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, we got this screen here, so we're okay.
Yeah. And I sat there and tried to plan this thing out all week, coming up here and doing this and everything else. And yeah, I got it ironed out. Pat was over. I had Pat even over earlier this morning to make sure the TV would work. And
And it was working?
And it worked.
we worked and everything else, but then to sit there and download this live stream, it kept saying loading, loading, loading. So it tells me that it needs
Well,
more
there's not enough memory.
Yeah.
memory.
It's like
That's
one of
good.
these old junk computers I have. It will work for about a minute. And
That
then it
TV, Jimmy. That TV over there.
Yeah.
Okay, so. But no,
Yeah.
I was up here last night setting this up, everything. Okay, we got it. Yeah, all right, everything. Man,
Tom?
come on, bring it down. Do this. And-
That's why I have a 43-inch monitor. Because
Yeah.
it's a not so smart TV.
Well, that's the first thing I wanted to do. The Pat, as I sat there when he came over today, and I said, "What do you want to do?" And I said, "I want to use the big screen TV for a monitor, which I know we can do because we've
Yeah.
done it before." And he goes, "Okay." And so he goes, "Well, do you got an HDMI cable to USB cable?" And I go, "Nope." And he goes, "Well, you're not doing it today."
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
That's
So
usually,
I said, "Okay. Well, next week we're back down in the garage for."
Well, see, that's where Radio Shack would have come in handy.
It used to be.
What?
There is no,
That's a thing of the past.
there is
brother.
no more Radio Shacks.
No, there's no more Radio Shack. There used to be you could, oh, I need this weirdo cable. Oh, I
Yeah.
know where I can find it.
You know what kills me is Best Buy bought Radio Shack, right? But
Yeah.
they don't sell anything that Radio Shack sold.
Well, you know what? Best Buy ought to have a room that's full of these cables. Crap.
But when you
Radio
buy
Shack's
some
full.
a business, you figure it's a competitor, so you're taking away your competitor. It's going to drive you more business. But when you buy a business and you don't sell anything that business is offering, what did you just do? Shoot yourself in the foot?
No,
They did. What
actually,
they should have done was hired people from Radio Shack and gave them some freedom to
No.
determine what the inventory was.
the
Have
reason.
a section set aside with all these weirdo
Yeah.
cables.
I know two people from the corporation of Best Buy. The reason they bought Radio Shack was so they can shut them down, liquidate the inventory all at one time, to where you can't buy that special adapter and you have to buy the new unit.
Mhm.
There's a way around it.
Okay.
There's
That
a way.
Oh
around
yeah,
it.
there's a way around it, but I'm just saying you can't
That's
run
why
down
we
the
shut
road
it
to Radio
down.
Shack anymore because they're not there.
Well, so
Uh-huh.
then Amazon, you could buy any connector to fit anything on Amazon.
Well,
Yeah.
because they
Wait
bought
on
it off
but you can
Best
buy
Buy.
it.
Well, they bought the bulk of Radio Shack. eBay and Amazon bought the bulk of Radio Shack's inventory from Best Buy.
Heck yeah, you can find Radio Shack inventory galore on eBay.
Mhm.
It's on there.
Yeah.
Radio-
Well, you gotta know what you're looking
before,
for.
Before it became in Illinois, before it became Radio Shack, it was called Western Electronics.
West-
And my dad
Yes.
showed me the store down in Chicago where it was and everything else. So my sister saves up and got one of these big stereo things, that came. Now you got to
Yeah.
think back in the '60s that you had the speakers that clipped out and folded out on the side, and then you had the turntable there, and it was stereophonic, and it was the big thing. And she
Yeah.
thought She thought she was big shit with that thing. I went to Radio Shack and threw together a stereo that outblasted that thing with a pair of speakers and everything.
Yeah.
And spent half the amount of money that she.
But the ambiance of buying that was the fact the speakers kicked out like a cabinet door.
I actually know of somebody that has one of those in California.
Yeah.
He paints houses and does construction, and he takes that thing with him to the housing, to the job site to listen to music on.
Yeah.
Because you can hear it all the way through the whole house. And you think of an empty house with no furniture in it, and you're in there painting.
Talk about a nice echo.
Yep.
Oh no, it's not.
There's no carpeting, no drapes. It echoes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Acoustic hell.
And when you're in the attic listening to it, it sounds like a fucking concert.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, they actually still make a boombox. I think it's Milwaukee or DeWalt that make
DeWalt and Milwaukee and Ryobi all make one.
Yeah, it runs on their battery, and they'll take the beating of being on a job site.
Oh, I got a DeWalt radio out there. It's 12 years old, still going.
Yeah.
It looks like shit. It's got paint, it's got plaster, it's got concrete on it.
It's got everything, and it still takes a licking and keeps on sinking.
Yeah, they just keep running.
You can plug it up or slap a 18 or a 20 volt battery in the back of it.
Yep.
Even when you turn the volume up, it's so dirty you can hear it. You gotta kind of tap it to get the out of it.
If you can pull the knob off, Anthony, squirt some what is it?
Contact cleaner.
Contact cleaner down there, and it'll take that away from it.
Oh yeah, I know. Yeah, map cleaner works real good.
Okay.
That map sensor cleaner works real good.
Yeah. I got a pair of speakers that I got when I was overseas. They're Kenwood 777s. They were guaranteed for 110 watts of power, undistorted power, 16-inch subwoofer in them, everything else. And I still got those speakers, and they're out in the back patio with an 80 watt.
If you look on the edge of that fireplace, you'll see one of them. The speaker you're talking about. I bought that in 1987. They still working.
I got
a tweeter and a mid range on it.
I had something construction-wise, building-wise I wanted to show you, but I can't find it right now.
Sorry, I'm not sure about that.
No one said your name, bitch.
One of these days, I'll do a live show from the patio with them. But yeah, and I got mine in 1974, 72, somewhere around in there, and they still work. They're on the back patio, and I can sit there and blast the neighbors out if I want to.
Well, that's why people come, man, your radio sounds good in here. What speakers in it? And I show them, they're like, where the hell did you get them? I said, 1982.
Everybody goes on the side of the sliding door. On the are both the speakers up towards the ceiling on the patio, by the patio cover, and everybody walks out and they hear the music and they turn around and look up at the speakers and go, "What those things?" And I said, Southeast Asia.
Way back in the day.
Yeah.
Back when they still made good shit.
That's the only thing out of the stereo that I got in Southeast Asia that I still have, that still works. Everything else is gone.
Those speakers came with me from Thailand. Yep, bought them in a little stereo shop and not in God, what was the name of that little fucking place? It was north of Bangkok. Anyway,
north of Bangkok was Korat or Tak Lee. Well, Korat was not north; it was more of a southeastern.
Well, yeah, but But
I told my dad, I said, Dad, my whole baggage is coming. And I wrote him a letter saying, my whole baggage is coming. And he goes, what do you mean your whole baggage is coming? I said, you were in the military. I said, all my crap I got from Southeast Asia is coming to you. And he goes, okay. And so the truck pulled up and he's pulling off boxes and stuff and everything. And he sat there and he said, I couldn't get my car in my garage because of all your shit. And I said, oh, well, I said, you told me to send it back here. And I did. And I wasn't married at the time and everything else. And my brother's sitting there looking at all the boxes, Kenwood, Sansui, Panasonic, Techniques. What the hell is in here? And so when I got home, I set it all up. He started playing disco on it. I sat there, slapped him, took his disco record, told him keep it. Don't play disco on this stereo. This stereo does not rock and roll. That's it. Take your disco stuff and go someplace else.
The stereo doesn't play disco.
Mm-mm. Not my stereo.
Nope.
And actually, the funny thing about it is, Pat still got he lives 5 doors down from me, and in the closet of the model room, he's still got a stereo in there with big huge speakers in there that he could probably just rock the world out of. And I think he's got a CD player in there too. I can't remember. The stuff that your kids leave behind when they leave.
Yeah. I wish I still had my Marantz freaking receiver.
Oh, Marantz was a good unit back in the day.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
That was
an excellent receiver.
I would kill to have that thing back.
Overseas, they didn't have them in the PACAF catalog.
No.
And so the only way you can get them was direct sales, I think, if I remember correctly. But then again,
you're right. Right. So. Yep.
But Marantz was probably the best receiver in the nation during that time, back in the 70s. It was.
Oh, hell yeah.
Oh, what? That's like my uncle. He was in Vietnam War and all that shit. And he said, you'd be surprised what you could buy with a case of fucking Hershey chocolate.
And in Thailand,
Anthony,
in Thailand, you'd be surprised what you can get for an apple.
Oh yeah, just an apple that I'm not even a good apple. The apples that me and you would go, I don't like these.
I don't want that apple. They'd scarf it up.
Oh yeah, they'd kill each other for it.
Yeah. Actually, it's rumor has it, and I can't prove it, and I can't say it, but rumor has it that several blowjobs were given for apples.
They were probably about that.
Somebody came back.
Just say for a bag of apples and oranges, there's a lot of Bangkok kids running around with round eyes. Okay?
Yeah, but you know the one thing I found hard to get over is watching people from other countries eat an apple. They eat the entire goddamn thing.
Yeah.
Them and all.
Yeah.
I'm like,
that's nutrition, man. That's nutrition, man.
Exactly. They're like, oh, it's all good. It's all good for you. You just eat. We eat it all. We don't waste. I was like, this is America. You feed that shit to the dog.
Yeah. Well, the core and the stem go to the hogs in the pen, and we'll eat them later.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. You know.
Yeah, we'll eat that side-eyed field pig.
I had just launched my Nightbird. I was at Ubon, Thailand, and I just launched my Nightbird. It was an F4 with a black belly, and he protects the AC-130 gunships. So I got my Daybird down with it's got a white belly on it, and we're loading bombs on it, and I'm getting ready to turn it. So it's at a point to where I could sit there and go, okay, fine. I can take a break. That plane's off. It's gone. My other plane's getting bombs loaded up, munitions loaded up. I'm going to go get me something to eat. So on the flight line, they had a snack bar. So I got a ham and grilled cheese sandwich and a Coke and a bag of potato chips. And I'm walking back to my revetment. And I'm sitting there walking back to my revetment, and it's rice bug season. Now, if you haven't been in Southeast Asia during rice bug season, it's a trip. These bugs that are about this big, about 4.5, maybe 5 inches long, about this big, maybe about that wide. They sit in the rice paddies all day just eating rice, and they get up and they're so full they can't sit there and fly. So they fly maybe 25, 30 feet and then crash, and then they get up and fly 25 because they're so full.
Yeah, it looks like the Wright brothers trying over and over.
Yeah, well, tides will sit there and find them, rice bugs, and they'll sit there and pick them up. they'll twist the heads off, and then they suck out the insides of the rice bug, which is all rice and guts and everything of the rice bug and everything else. I'm walking back to the Rye vet. Tide picks that up, eats the inside, bites off, pulls off the head, eats the insides out, throws the carcass down, and keeps walking. This is a Thai guard, and I'm sitting there going, and I got a grilled ham and Swiss and a bag of potato chips, and I threw that all away and kept my Coke and walked back to my revetment, man. That was disgusting.
I'd rather have a ham sandwich than a bug, the insides of a bug.
Oh, but the point is it was disgusting seeing them eat that, and it was big time. And, oh,
See, to them that's natural. It's an everyday thing.
Free food.
But that was a meal for
And it was eating.
all the nutrition.
well,
And you think about it.
then it was just like us eating a hot dog at a ballpark. I mean, it,
Right.
Yeah, well, he just picked it up and ate it all and went on about his business, huh?
hey, and the thing of it is, it didn't cost him a dime.
No,
It grew
right.
into their life.
It came from Mother Nature.
And that thing was really stealing from the rice farmer to begin with. So
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
the bug stole it, so
Well, yeah. Well, I mean, hey, but they're gonna rob your rice. You rob them of their life.
Yeah. Yeah.
And feed
Yeah,
yourself.
it
at the
was-
same time.
I mean, there's
twist its neck off, it's dead, it never knows what happened to it.
no, you hated that type of season because it looked like you dizzy
Yeah.
behind the stick of an airplane, the way those things flow. And then they smack you to the side of your head and drop down, and they sit there and be on their back with their legs going like this, sitting there, you know.
Yeah.
I
you just
would
reach
run
in
up,
there.
grab it, hit the head off. Yep.
Yep.
That's it. Oh,
Next.
God.
no
Thank
thank you.
God it only happened one time a year, but man, it was
Yeah.
disgusting.
Well, it does sound nasty.
Yeah.
But what happened to your appetite?
Yeah, it was gone for that night.
Yeah.
I guess that ham sandwich didn't get eaten that night. Maybe the chips.
No, the ham sandwich and the potato chips were thrown in the trash can, and I just, oh God, I just couldn't eat. I couldn't.
You just drank the drink.
And then every morning, because you'd work 7 days a week, 12 hours a day. So I worked from 6 at night until 6 in the morning. So at 6 in the morning, I get up and I go to the NCO club and I get a tomato beer. It's a beer with a can of tomato juice put in it,
V8, yeah.
V8 or something, and sit there and drink that. And then I'd order breakfast. And that morning,
Yeah, that's what, you know, a lot of people hear me.
I wanted a beer and a shot, and forget the
Yeah.
tomato juice in the beer. Just
Well,
give me a beer and a shot. And
Yeah, but you know,
Yeah.
it's not that bad. It really ain't.
No, tomato juice and beer? No, that's not too bad.
no, it's not bad. No.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, it's probably one of the greatest hangover cures that they have ever invented. A V8 and a beer. Yep.
Yep. Yeah, because you get the hair of the dog and all your vitamins all in one shot.
All one shot brings you right back up. Probably about 3 hours later, you're ready to rock and roll again.
Throws enough salt into you from the tomato juice to retain the fluid that you need to keep from being dehydrated.
Well, yeah, salt.
Oh, they made us eat salt tablets over there. We had to.
Oh yeah, I know that. Yeah.
They had us.
Tablets in one hand, bottle in the other one. Pop them in your mouth, and they sit there and watch you drink the water, just to make sure you drunk it.
Then you'd have to go and show them
Yeah.
that nothing was in your mouth. Oh yeah,
Yep.
been there, done that.
Mhm.
They wanted to make sure that you're retaining your liquids with the salt. So
Yeah, hydration time,
That
bro.
was more important than you think.
Yeah.
yeah, but the funny thing
Well,
about
you know,
it,
the thing is, you wasn't going to die dehydration on their ship.
but the
That
funny
was
thing about
CIA,
it,
they were
we figured out is that the medic, he'd stand in front of you. Okay, so he's standing in front of you. So you take the pill and you cup it in your hand. Cup it in your hand, and you go like this. Okay, and then you drink the water real quick. And if you did it real fast, he sat there. Okay, fine, and he wouldn't look behind you to see the salt tablet laying on the ground.
Yeah.
And so we figured that out and sat there. Okay, cool.
Yeah, but there's some days I did take them salt tablets because you fucking needed them.
Mm-hmm.
Well, have you ever had a V8 on a hot day?
Oh, it's salty as
And
shit.
they are loaded with salt, but it tastes
They
so
are
good on
salty.
a hot day.
Yeah.
Never been a big fan of the V8.
Ooh.
A
And
V8
you
is,
suck at
is
the same time
to
you
me,
can.
hey Jimmy, to me, try tomato beer, and that's what I call it. Is do
Yeah.
your favorite beer, is bigger glass, pour V8 in there, stir it up, and drink it.
I've attempted to have some red beer, man.
Yeah.
I call it a
Yeah.
tomato beer. That's what we call it.
Yeah, they call it red beer at the club, you know.
Yeah, red beer.
Well, it's probably a V8 juice in a can and a beer.
Let's just say there's a lot of old timers and old Frenchies at the club that drink the red beer. You know, like,
Yeah. Well, I know before V8 they used to have a vegetable drink, but it was called tomato.
Clamato. Yeah.
Clamato.
From the
Yeah.
50s.
They'll have
I've actually-
Clamato there. They'll
I
have
used to like to look at old magazines from the 1950s, and I saw advertisements in there for that.
yeah,
Yeah.
you can still get Clamato.
Oh yeah. There's a store here you can still buy that, man.
Yeah.
They'll have that in the fridge. They'll have V8 in the fridge.
Yeah.
They'll have there's another some of those guys will just use straight up tomato puree.
Yeah. Tomato juice is good for you. Yeah.
Yeah.
I know there's another one they got, but
Probably orange juice because people
they got like 3 or 4 different ones that they'll have at the club for them.
Yeah.
Well, definitely orange juice. I'm sure some
What
of
was
you.
that? What was that? What is it? Tommy's Bloody Mary mix, or what's that? Was it Tommy's? Bloody
Oh
Mary?
yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, and that was another popular one that you'd sit there and pour in beer. Sit there and have
Yeah.
beer. Is it Tommy's or God? I can't remember, Anthony, for the life of me. But I don't know if it's made anymore. I haven't seen it in liquor stores.
No,
But
they have it, but it's harder to find. Hang on. Let
It's
me
probably a grocery store item now. Probably.
But
no.
it was a Bloody Mary mix that had.
It's
pepper-
probably not enough
things
alcohol.
in it. Other than that, no alcohol in it. But if you mix it with a beer, it was
Yeah.
outstanding.
Well, see, the weird thing about our liquor stores, at least where I live, they don't sell anything like that at our liquor stores. We
Yeah.
buy that at the grocery store.
Welcome back, Shane Dog.
So if it's available, it's probably at the grocery store.
Tom
So-
Collins, yeah, Tom Collins was an awesome drink if you like gin. I mean,
Yeah.
Well, you have to
or-
buy
or-
that at the
or
grocery
vodka
store. Then
Collins.
go to the liquor store and buy your gin.
Yeah. I remember he sat
I
there
don't
and-
know why the liquor stores haven't wised up and they sell that stuff. So,
What,
they're
mixers?
there. That's the impulse buy. Well, I think I'll have some pina
I took
colada.
my-
And they sell you pina colada mix. Even though it doesn't have alcohol in it, they can have it there.
I took
Well,
my
the one my liquor store sells is called Mr. and Mrs. T.
Say it again, Anthony.
I said my liquor store, that Bloody Mary mix he's talking about, it's called Mr. and Mrs. T's Bloody Mary mix.
That's it.
Well, heck yeah, they should sell that everywhere. That sounds good.
Merry Christmas, Shane Dog. I know you're here, but you ain't said hello in a bit, but whatever. It's all good.
Well, actually, I
But
was
yeah,
Pat would either be back up here or back up because I got to start cooking dinner here.
Well, the liquor stores don't open here till 10 o'clock.
yeah, liquor
Liquor
stores.
stores are open here.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think they definitely open here.
Mhm.
This is
Yeah,
Vegas.
Well, today is a holiday.
They don't open until after 1 or 2 o'clock in the afternoon, but they do open.
No, ours is open. It's just we don't have any of the retarded restrictions like everybody else had.
Well, we don't have restrictions. It's people.
No, I'm
just
talking about
don't
there's
open.
places where they
Well,
they
the
had
only
cops
thing is
actually
that-
watching their house, man. They were videotaping people turning in other people for having people at their house.
Oh,
I was
that's
like, this
bullshit.
is fucking unreal, man. Yeah.
So what am I wonder what my neighbors are going to do when Pat and his crew walk up 5 houses down, and then they walk up to my house and come in.
Well, are y'all on restrictions?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Mhm.
Jesus Christ. Come on, people.
Oh,
Well, there was some place, I don't know where it was. I think it's New York City. Don't quote me on it.
Well, New York and California don't surprise me of anything.
And turn you in for not if you fly into New York City, you have to be on a 2-week quarantine, and if they'll charge you $1,000 a day for the number of days you violate.
Good luck with that. Every time they try to find somebody, the Supreme Court's thrown it out.
Well, heck yeah! Just think of how that would
Actually, the funniest thing that I got going on with this COVID thing and everything and travel and all this is that Trump sat there and said, "Give everybody $2,000. $600 is chump change. You got to minimum rent.
Heck, give me $2,000. I wouldn't complain about
$2,000, depending upon which. Give them $2,000." And so Pelosi goes, "Yeah, give them $2,000." And so then all the GOP guys sit there, no. And I'm sitting there going, God,
you're waiting on my check.
Yeah, but you know why? You want to know why the Republicans did that shit? Because if they gave us $2,000, it cuts the money in half that they were trying to sneak overseas.
Yeah.
Because everybody thought that was the Democrats doing that. No, that was the fucking Republicans that wrote that bullshit in there, sending 10 million to here and billions over here. And Trump basically said, fuck them. Take care of our own first, then we'll worry about them.
And that's why they want to spit everybody out a $2,000 check, which will go directly into the.
No. Yeah, but this thing is, they amended it to give from 6 to 2,000. And then the fucking Republicans voted
it down. 3 at one point, and then they made it to 6.
Because they had all that crap in there.
Yeah. All right, guys, I got to shut it down. I got to.
All right. Merry Christmas to you, sir.
Merry Christmas, man.
Everybody, Merry Christmas.
We'll see you Sunday. Sunday. Rod is the name of
David. So I might take the Camaro out Sunday at Rider Files. So we'll see.
Give me a call Saturday night or send me a text.
I don't, David, email me your phone number.
All right.
Email me your phone number and I will call you and let you know.
Email. Okay.
Email. I got to go. All right.
Bye.
Bye.